out there, and here we are about to watch Alien Resurrection. Now, what do you two remember about the last movie? Being we just watched it yesterday.
Ripley. Because she got face huggered by the Queen, but she wanted to make sure
the dog was face huggered and with the drum.
Yeah, like, I don't like that version either, even though that was the original version I saw. I prefer the one with the cow. I don't know why, it just seems better. Are you guys looking forward to this one?
Yeah.
I haven't told them anything about this one.
Yeah, so then tomorrow we can watch AVD.
Yeah, they don't know the big twist that you see at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, because we haven't watched it yet.
Alright. Well, we'll be back and you'll see their reaction on it. Alright, here we are back. So, what'd you boys think?
It was cool. There wasn't any scenes that I got scared in the first 3 ones of the Alien movies.
Brett, Tony?
And it was pretty great. Cole better be in the next one.
I have not seen Alien Romulus, so I don't know where it is timeline-wise. And I don't know if Cole's in it or not.
She's a droid, though, so she can live forever as long as she's not destroyed.
We don't know. Again, I have not seen Romulus.
It could be past or future. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know where it is timeline-wise. It could be after this, or it could be before.
It could be before Cole was made, or...
So, what'd you think of the newborn?
It was kinda...
Ugly.
Oh, it was very ugly.
It was...
Its eyes were too small for its skull.
I felt bad for it. It sounded like it was screaming for help.
Yeah.
Again. I feel like I'm gonna cry when I say that.
I say it's debatable whether it needed to be shoved out the airlock, don't you?
Yeah, she could have just told it to stay down.
Yeah, because when she stopped it from attacking Cole, it listened. It listened to Ripley. So it may have been an unnecessarily airlock ejection. Okay, it wasn't airlock, but she busted open a window and it got sucked out the window.
It technically didn't get sucked out, it got then sucked out.
It got sucked out. The airlock. Remember, we gotta be careful because YouTube doesn't like you saying certain words. What do you guys think of the Queen, though? Do you feel bad for the Queen?
No.
Kinda not.
Because it clearly did not want to hurt Ripley.
It got attacked by another alien.
By the newborn?
Yeah.
Yeah. The newborn decided it wanted to remove its mother's face.
Was it technically its mother's?
Yeah, it was born from it. See, Ripley was cloned. The boys figured that one out real quick. But in the cloning process, Ripley got some of the DNA from the Xenomorph Queen, and the Xenomorph Queen got some of her DNA. Now, at first, the Queen was laying eggs like it was supposed to, but randomly switched to giving birth, which is, I get, when we were looking up a video, I noticed it called it the newborn. I was showing them the sort of alternate ending, sort of just an extended ending.
It was, but the newborn, that's technically an alien name.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's what they call it, because it was technically a newborn.
My opinion,
it was the first one ever.
Cooler than Newt.
Cole was really cool. It's debatable whether her or the guy in the wheelchair is the coolest character in the movie, huh?
The guy in the wheelchair is like kind of lame. You only got one alien kill though.
He had multiple pieces of the gun.
Yeah, that was really cool, huh?
And he
Yeah,
could have used one piece for a gun.
Yeah, he had this really cool motorized cart, basically motorized wheelchair, and he slipped in some gun parts on it, so that the military didn't notice that he was slipping that in.
Yeah, somehow everyone slipped guns in.
Yeah, he's the only one I found plausible. Well, no, him and the other guy, the one who had three of them slipped in guns. One was him, obviously. He had it in parts around his motorized cart. Another one, which is I could also be plausible. He had basically a Stanley, a thermos mug, not the ones you drink from, like but like you get a big one and you put like a whole bunch of drink in it. But see, the way it was designed, it was just the gun was in the center, but like around the edges was actually like a compartment for a drink, and so that when people tried to test it, they could actually show it's a drink. So it was actually pretty cool how he his weapon, though he only uses it once. It's a one and done weapon. We don't see it used again. Then the other guy, it doesn't make sense because they were scanned with, you know, I guess a metal detector or something. It's unclear. You think it's a metal detector, but anyways, he had guns strapped to his wrists, and had like a little Spider-Man thing going on with them, basically.
But Daddy, listen. In Roblox, if you didn't have the weapon pulled out, then you could sneak it.
I don't think they care about Roblox.
Yeah, but when they scanned him, they should have found it. That's the only one that doesn't make sense. Still really cool setup,
But what about the third one?
Can I talk now?
That was all three.
Oh, that made sense.
What's up, Brad Tony?
Cole, obviously the coolest character. When we first found out she was an android, well, I figured that out. I literally asked him, because he was like giving us hints that there was an android.
I told him in every hold on, I know. Hang on. I told him in all the Alien movies through these first four there was an android. Go on.
Yeah, since he told us that, we were trying to figure out which one was the android. And I said, is this girl the android? And he ignored me.
Didn't ignore him. I have ADHD. I don't recall hearing him or him saying it. But I kept telling him, pay attention. There are going to be hints and clues through the whole thing. Though, what about that basketball scene, though?
Oh, yeah, that was sick.
That was... She actually did that in one take, if I'm not mistaken. She just tried to do it. I think they originally were going to edit it where it went into the basket, but she made it. And the reaction, although the cast had, was actually their genuine reaction. They were in complete shock that she made that.
Yeah, but like, I can't pick. It's between two scenes of which one is my favorite. Cole, when they figured out she was an android when she got shot and came back, or when the one guy that had the chest burster protected Cole. And
Well, he was. I think he was. If you're talking about the scene where he got chest bursted.
Yeah, he got chest.
He was protecting more than just Cole. He was protecting all of them. But I think, actually, I think it might have been specifically Cole, because who was the one standing up for him the whole time? Cole.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. He was trying to protect Cole. He knew the chest burster was coming, and he didn't have much time. He knew he was gone, basically. He knew that this was the end for him. So he rushed the dude that had Cole. The dude was shooting at him, and he just had like adrenaline rush, and grabbed him, pounded his head a little bit, and then when it was just about time for the chest burster, he pulled the guy down, lined him up to his chest, and then the chest burster came out and said "how to do" through the guy's skull.
Okay, can chest bursters break through the newborn skull?
Don't know.
I think the newborn, if it was in AVP, it would probably be impossible for the predator to kill it, because you could tell it was screaming until every single last bit of its body, up till its skull was just bone. That it was just screaming until it was just his skull being bone.
If the predator attacked it once, it would feel
I
bad.
don't think the predator would have much issue with it. They've got a lot of tools at their disposal.
But it would feel bad for attacking it once.
Probably not.
Does it want to make people scream? Probably.
Well, remember, the predator is looking for the ultimate hunt. And
If he attacks it once and it's screaming, do you think it
no,
would
because
think
they
his
got other
ultimate
things that
hunt?
they've attacked screamed. That doesn't stop them.
Yeah, but does it have any guns?
The xenomorph? No. Its tail in general is a weapon. Its claws are a weapon. Its blood is a weapon.
Good point. Yeah, and its teeth are weapons.
Yeah. Its whole being is a weapon.
Because it bit off someone's skull. It ate.
Yeah, it bit off his skull and ate his... Well, that was the newborn.
Yeah.
The other ones usually just pop their tongues through the skulls. Now, what was your favorite scene? Do you have one? Or did you just like the whole thing?
There was certain parts I didn't like, but to be honest, I liked when the xenomorph got shot right in the head and died.
Oh, Ripley?
Yeah,
Yeah, when that was pretty fun, wasn't it?
I was just like, who was that?
It was like, hey, what's that? Howdy doody!
It just popped. The gun popped out of nowhere, and I was like,
That was pretty fun.
By the way, I figured out which scene from the last one was my favorite. And it was when the guy found the dog that got facehuggered, and he was worried about the dog.
You gotta feel
Yeah,
bad for
I
yourself.
have a couple of things that I do have. A lot of people don't like this movie for some reason. Do you guys agree with them?
No.
Bratman, do you agree? They don't like it.
Not really.
Can you see why they don't like it? I don't see. There's a couple of things, all within the span of the same scene, basically, that I do have an issue with. Other than that, I think the movie was golden. The black man got...
Acid right on his face.
Yeah. Now, and he was in pain, got flipped around, and he had the guy in the wheelchair at this point on his strapped to his back. Now, he was fully alive, fully capable of doing stuff. Now, granted, I understand why he cut himself free from the guy who, couldn't walk. There was too much weight for him to carry because it was not just, him, but there was the remains of a xenomorph attached to his leg at the time. Because it had grabbed onto him, but then somebody removed its skull. But when there was water below him, he fell into the water. Why didn't he climb back out?
Think you have to use your legs to swim, Daddy.
His legs were fine. That wasn't the guy who had the wheelchair. It was the black guy.
Oh, the one that got paralyzed?
No, the one that was carrying the paralyzed guy.
Yeah.
It made no sense that he did not climb. Yeah, granted, his face was burned all to hell, but he was fine.
Like the paralyzed guy.
I mean, in pain, but fine. He could climb back out.
Daddy, could the paralyzed guy come back?
He lived. He was fine. He climbed himself up. he didn't use his legs. He just, used his arms.
I have a
I
theory
don't understand.
why he didn't come back up. Because the acid probably got to his brain and it probably knocked him out or something. Mm-hmm. And by the time he was waking up, it was probably when they were getting on the escape shuttle.
I mean, if he was knocked out, then he would have drowned in the water. He would, yeah. So he wouldn't have woken up. He would have stayed down.
No, I mean
I would think the only logical answer is that there might have been another xenomorph down there, and it grabbed him. That's the only thing that makes sense of why he didn't survive.
Or because the acid is really powerful, that it went through him eventually.
I mean, granted, it did go through multiple layers of metal, so it's possible. But then again, it wasn't like the xenomorph got cut or something. It wasn't its blood. It was like a spitting cobra. So I think it's supposed to more of cause pain, but also more incapacitating. Which actually, that might have been what happened. He might have got incapacitated. It might have knocked him out after a moment. So that's another plausible answer. But they really don't explain it very well. And that's my issue there. Now, when Cole, the android, was shot and fell into the water area, the thing is, that was their way out, the way that they were going. There was no other way for them to go. Somehow, she not only got out of the water without anybody knowing, but onto the other side of the locked door.
Daddy,
no explanation.
Daddy, androids have no other ways around.
Well, if you remember, she was reluctant to utilize those abilities until they insisted, after they found out who she was.
Yeah, but
she didn't want to.
Daddy, when she used the spray on the camera thing, I think she went the pathway she.
Oh no, that was for like a breath thing, not.
Oh.
But there was no other way around, as far as we were told in the movie. That's the issue.
I am so confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too with that scene.
If she couldn't go that way, my brain's just crashed.
So that is probably one of the bigger problems with the movie, is they don't explain how Cole gets. It's a big plot hole. But other than that, the movie is great. I do not know why people have so many problems with it. And you heard it from them. They don't agree with those people that have problems with it either. It's a good movie, yes, boys?
I didn't like the birth scene, or the scene where the newborn was getting sucked out, which is that.
Well, those were kind of gross, but, you know, from my time period, we were all into that gross stuff. So.
Yet again?
Ew, bro, what the heck? That's so
unseemly. I'm from the 80s. We like gross out humor, gross out horror, gross out action movies.
Do I need to say it again?
Bro,
I just felt bad for
that is not giving Riz.
Hey, different time, boys.
Negative aura, bro.
That's just how it was back then. We enjoyed that stuff.
Listen to me. Do I need to say it again?
Yeah.
I just felt sad for it.
Yeah.
It sounded like
I agree. I don't think
It sounded like it was screaming for help.
However, there is actually probably some good reasons. Even though Ripley could have probably controlled it, there are probably good reasons why it was better. It did get taken out and out of the airlock.
Because it had no Riz.
No, everyone would attack it on Earth.
Or the military would try to get it and experiment with it.
And make more.
And Ripley might not have been able to control those ones, huh?
Yeah, no.
Well, in the deleted scene, if you are wondering why the sky was like that, my theory is it's like only like a couple hundred years away from the sun exploding.
Yeah, it was very red. They don't explain it, and I can't argue with his logic, cause
either that or it was a sunrise.
Oh well, could have been sunrise from where they were at.
Nope. When you see the sun, it's orange.
But we gotta take into account, Alien was in the future from us, and Alien Resurrection is in the future from, like, okay, Aliens was 60 years after the first Alien movie, or 57 years, so about 60 years. We don't know how big the time frame between Aliens and Alien 3 was, but we know that it was a couple hundred years or something after Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. So, and we don't know exactly how far in the future the first Alien was. So it could be, he's right with his theory that it's close to the time of our sun going poof.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
when I
but
saw the
that's not
sun,
even close for us.
Oh no, it's not.
Bro.
It's not close for us at all.
your Riz level is at 0 right now. You need to let me talk more often.
What is a Riz level?
I am out.
You don't. Oh my god, bro. Okay, now
This is alpha. I'm millennial, you know.
Yeah, I'm alpha. You're beta, bro. Anyways,
No, I'm millennial.
You won't see this coming.
no, your Riz is at beta level right now.
I hope you all know what he's saying, because it sounds like he's speaking a foreign language to me.
I am just confused.
Okay. Anyways, but when you see the sun, I'm saying the sun looks like reddish orange, meaning it's definitely gonna explode.
Yeah, it could be close to that time.
So technically,
If you watch Doctor Who, they actually go to the time period where the sun explodes. So eventually it's going to explode. So he could be right. I mean, it's not really explained, but also the Earth is in ruins. The Eiffel Tower, and because that's where they were in Paris, and the deleted scene is destroyed. I mean, it's like the top part's toppled over. They don't explain that.
It can be rebuilt.
I
mean,
think I know.
The ocean's
Well, it's in the
still there.
future, so it could just been the metal decayed, or there was some kind of war.
No, I think I
The
know.
ocean was still there.
The military is in space, which involves like the government being in space. So pretty much there's not any laws. So there's probably a lot of fighting and nukes.
It could be.
And
I mean, they don't explain that. I think that's one of the reasons why they took that scene out, because it was the end of the movie, and it's like, okay, we don't really want to explain why the Earth is in the condition it's in. So let's just backpedal and cut that out. Any final thoughts?
Saying that.
I'm not getting.
You guys are looking forward to AVP now?
Sayonara.
Yep, probably in a couple of days.
Nope, that'd be tomorrow.
Sayonara.
Well, I'm going to try to do it tomorrow, but we'll see how the day goes.
Which button is it?
Till next time, have fun out there.
Bye.